Alright, so when we left off, we had climbed to the 3rd floor landing, where there are, from what you can see, I'm going to click on them, 1, 2, 3, and just barely out of view in the light there, 4 doors that exit this area. That is a double door up here to the east. Remember, north is to our left on these maps. Yeah, you had ascended to this landing, and pretty much as soon as Ash set foot on it, an animated suit of armor sprung up and attacked, and the entire party came down on it like a pack of wolves and dismantled it. So now, what would you like to do?
All right. I have something for me that would be a first order of business.
Sure.
I would like to go downstairs and, staying on the stairs, snipe the heads off of the other 2 suits of armor downstairs.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, they were. There's 4 of them, and
oh yeah,
they're stationary.
4 suits of armor then. Yep.
Yeah. Sure. Roll 4 attacks. So Barton kind of moves his way down the stairs, just past where Tick is, I would say, to stay on the same map as everyone for now, and still be able to see all 4 with relative ease. As long as it's more than a 10, you successfully knock all 4 heads off of those suits of armor. The last one kind of spins in place, because they're all wolf-shaped, so you hit it on the snout, kind of spins in place and topples for a second, and then... And yeah, those 4 suits of armor don't seem to be moving or care whatsoever.
Alright. Satisfied, I go to retrieve my arrows.
Fair enough. Yeah, you go down and pick up the bolts, and even if you're a little twitchy, the suits of armor seem not to be.
Alright.
How about you, Ash? I'm just going to go left to right with portraits as long as we're out of initiative.
Well, gonna move. And I want to check out these double doors.
Sure. These double doors to this room have dusty panes of stained glass set into them. The designs in the glass resemble windmills. That was something else that you noted as you stepped onto this 3rd floor, is that like everything else in the last 2 floors was immaculate. The floorboards didn't squeak. The floorboards and the walls were well oiled. Like everything looked very well kept. Here, there's a layer of dust on everything. And Ash, you remember before you set foot onto the landing itself that suit of armor was just like coated in cobwebs.
Right.
So something has shifted here, for sure.
Okay. Well, I'm going to open the doors.
Okay. You open up the doors. Let me move this away. This dusty, cobweb-filled master bedroom
Has a banshee in it.
It has a banshee in it. As adorable as it is, could I implore you to mute for now, Daniel? Thank you, sir. Oh my god, that was
sorry.
so...
I thought I remuted because I was going to ask a question, but you started talking, and so I
Oh,
didn't
my
realize
bad.
I didn't remute.
My bad.
My clicking didn't click as quick enough as it needed to click.
No worries, man.
No worries at all.
I get it.
Totally understand, yeah. Thank you. But yeah, this dusty, cobweb-filled master bedroom has burgundy drapes covering the windows. Furnishings include a 4-poster bed with embroidered curtains and tattered gossamer veils, a matching pair of empty wardrobes, and a vanity with a wood-framed mirror and a jewelry box on top of it. There's a padded chair. A rotting tiger skin rug lies on the floor in front of a fireplace, which has a dust-covered portrait of Gustav and Elizabeth Durst hanging above it. A web-filled parlor in the southwest corner contains a table and 2 chairs. That's basically if you were to step in there, which you're more than welcome to do to change the lighting.
I was going to do that, yes.
Sure, yeah. Where was I? A table and 2 chairs, and resting on the dusty tablecloth is an empty porcelain bowl and a matching jug.
Okay.
This door that's facing the foot of the bed has a full-length mirror on it.
Well, jewelry chest would be my first.
Sure. Absolutely, yeah. So the jewelry box on the vanity is made of silver with gold filigree. Easily worth at least 75 gold pieces.
Okay, that's going in my pack.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to open it now, or are you just like picking it up and stuff it into your pack as is?
I'm just picking it up and stuffing it into my pack.
Very nice. Okay. Yeah. You see the treasure box, and you're like, heh, yoink. Yeah. You just kind of, and as soon as the dust comes off of it, you can see like the silver's a little bit tarnished, but there's no mistaking that gold is real gold. So yeah, you stuff that away. Anything else in this room? These are the empty, open wardrobes over here.
Okay. I guess I would look it through the desk. You said there was a desk?
Yes, right here. I'm clicking on the wrong layer. I apologize. The desk is right here.
Okay.
And let me double check. I'm sorry, that's the vanity. That's where the jewelry box was.
Okay.
And you can just barely see when you're kind of glancing at this table, the door to the dumbwaiter is actually here.
Okay. But there's another door there too.
Correct. There's this door here. It looks like it might be a closet or something.
Okay.
No worries. No worries, Dan. And speaking of Dan, on to you. Unless, Ash, you had anything super pressing.
No. Doesn't look like there's much room for secret doors, but I'll have to check.
Sure. Roll that perception for me.
16.
Nice. No secret doors in this room. We'll say that in that search, you do open up and just kind of check this door here. It's a dust-choked closet. Let's see if there's anything in it. Nope. Completely empty, aside from the dust.
No skeletons in the closet, huh?
Correct. And I'll go ahead and...
That was the previous floor. I mean, a different room.
Indeed it was.
True, but I wasn't there.
All right, birthday boy, on to you, sir.
I was intending to ask a question earlier.
Sorry, go
and that was, are we following any kind of, like, order?
Since we're not in initiative
order or anything like that?
Yeah, since we're not in initiative, and to keep it feeling more like an exploration as opposed to we're all moving in turns and it's very mechanical, I'm just kind of judging like, okay, you've done enough, I'm going to move on to the next person. And so that way people can more freeform move around, join other people. So like if you want to go in there with Ash, you're more than welcome. And we have to do a few rolls.
No, I was just curious if that's what we were back to.
Yeah, just kind of left to right on portraits for now, yeah.
Did you say there was a door down here? At the end, or is that a window?
Yes, these are all
doors.
These white rectangles are doors. Windows will be represented by, I think, oh, you can't see that yet, but they're basically, instead of a thick white rectangle, it's a thin blue rectangle. Yeah.
Would those two things on the other side of the chair in the bedroom be windows?
Yes, perfect example.
Perfect. Okay, so I didn't hear any crazy screaming when she went in there.
Nope.
So I'm going to assume everything is okay.
Indeed.
And I'm going to go check out this door.
Sure, no problem. Let me back to dynamic lighting layer and nuke that. Alright, and this is the bathroom. This dark room contains a wooden tub with clawed feet, a small iron stove with a kettle resting atop it, and a barrel under a spigot in the east wall. A cistern on the roof is used to collect rainwater, which is borne down a pipe to the spigot. However, the plumbing doesn't seem to work at all in this room anymore.
Right, I totally try this thing.
Yeah, it just kind of, it gives you that nasty crunching squeak as you turn the handle, but nothing.
Is there anything on any of the walls?
Lots of mold and mildew in here. Other than that, no.
Gross.
Yeah.
It's an old dank bathroom, yeah.
Alright, I can leave
Okay.
and go back over here.
Sure.
That's probably enough movement for my turn.
You can do another door if you want. You just pretty much were like, I see you basically like, oh, it's gross, old bathroom. All right.
Sure.
So yeah, if you want to pick another door.
No running water, I'm just not interested. So yeah, sure, I'll do the down
Down there. Okay.
hall door or whatever.
Sure. I suppose that's technically our western door. Let me see here. Dust and cobwebs also shroud this elegantly appointed bedroom and adjoining rooms that you can't see yet. See, they don't have like the set apart text. I have to kind of wade through it weirdly, so bear with me. There are doors that line the northern wall here, a set of double doors that appear to go out to a balcony, and then just a single door that's right there to your right. And then, of course, these are windows as well that are down here on this western wall. And let's see here. This bedroom contains a large bed, 2 end tables, and an empty wardrobe. Also, it's right there. You can take another step in if you like. Mounted on the wall next to the wardrobe is a full-length mirror with an ornate wooden frame carved to look like ivy and berries. And yeah. And if you want to open that single door, I'll let you get away with opening that too.
No, I'm good.
Okay. And on to
I think I've actually moved substantially further than I'm supposed to.
That's okay.
Have
Like
been
I said,
capable
we're not really doing it in the sense of like battle stuff. I might have done that in the past. I'm just trying to keep us. I've done that in the past to just try and keep us moving, you know. But at this point, I'm more thinking along the lines of let's try and feel a little more narrative when we're not actually fighting. It's just something I'm working on personally as a DM. So. Yeah, I'd say that's good too.
Well, you know, I have to be on edge because a crazy piece of metal just started attacking us out of nowhere that had nobody inside. So I'm a little on edgy. Like the moment something shows up, I'm just gonna slice it.
Sure.
I'm not even think. I'm just slicing.
Y'all can see that token for some reason. That's wonderful. Okay.
I was gonna ask.
Stepped into the room and there it was.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I was sitting here looking at my DM set, like that's why I hadn't said anything. Hang on, let me see. Okay, yeah. Well, given the fact cat's already out of the bag there. So, yeah, you step in about this far, and you're turning your head and you're looking around, and when you see the empty wardrobe, you notice there's this weird shimmer that's kind of over in the corner, and this spectral form shows up that has their back to you. They do not see you. She, perhaps, seems to be kind of hunched over this completely cold hearth and poking at it with a ghostly like fire poker.
Are the bits in the hearth moving?
No, there's like nothing in the hearth aside from a metal grate, and just piles of ash, and the ash is just not moving at all. But you can clearly see this specter standing there, kind of poking at it.
I would instinctively just. What would I do?
Well, you did just say you would slash it. I'm just kidding.
I
It's
would.
slightly different.
I
It's
would.
not jumping out at you, so I get it.
It didn't. Like, I stepped into the room and looked around the corner and went,
Yeah.
I just kind of stopped. Somebody else, go.
All right, cool. Tick to you. Sorry about that. I honestly thought that was on a different layer.
No worries. I was going to go and inspect this room. So I guess I would follow Zanella in here.
Sure.
And probably scooch my way at one.
I'm little, you can be in the same square.
That's true.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, you would even she's kind of, she draws up short for a second, and then once you get to about there, you see this spectral figure as well.
I draw my gun, but I don't like point it at her. I just have it in my hand.
Okay.
And
both of you do me a favor, and this isn't counting as an action or anything like that. Roll a stealth check, because given your role playing, you're both attempting to be quiet.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
Oh.
Where is Tick in comparison to me?
Directly west of
Like
you,
right in front
next
of
to you. Yeah.
Yeah, like right next to you. On the other side.
Because I can attempt to hide when I'm obscured by a creature that is at least one size larger than you. Because I'm naturally stealthy.
Oh yeah, halflings.
So, like, I'm hiding behind Tick. I'm like, hey.
Awesome.
Alright, did it register? Uh-oh.
What? Are your rolls not working?
Something didn't. I'm seeing all kinds of orange. No attribute was found for...
Uh-oh. I can try clicking it, see what happens. Well, there's your natural fucking 20, so I don't know if that whispered it or not. Now that showed up in chat, didn't it?
Nope, showed up in chat.
Okay. So it seems to work from my side.
Well, good. I'm glad you rolled that for me. That is stellar.
You're welcome. You get to do the rest of the rolls as long as it works.
I'm going to do my best to make that happen.
Sure. All right, and what was your stealth tick?
I, however, rolled a 10.
That's fine. That's good enough. It wasn't like abysmal, and all you did was pull your gun out, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does not seem to react to your presence at all. It seems to not be aware of your presence at the moment.
If I can, right here, if I can see Saren, I'm gonna, like, put my hand up in motion for him to come in, but, like, then put my finger to my mouth to tell him to be quiet.
Okay.
And I guess that would be my turn. I guess can I ready an action to where if they start to go after me and Zen, I fire?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's what I do then.
Okay. Saren will have been kind of bent over the remains of that armor, and he sees you motion for him, so he'll come in, and he'll be the end of our little non-initiative action. And let me look at his sheet real soon.
Yeah, I don't think I could see Ash from there, and I definitely couldn't see Barton, so Saren was my next bet.
Saren would have. That's a good point. Saren would have kind of started walking that way, but before he stepped away from right here, Ash, you hear him go psst, to get your attention, and you see him just kind of motion and put a finger to his lips, and then walks over that way, and he prepares.
She'll nod.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, that one's for me. I'm double checking his. It's been a week since I looked at his spells. Yep, he'll start prepping to cast a spell. And that will be...
Hey, sir, would it bother me if I finished off painting my receiver over here?
If it doesn't bother Joey, it doesn't bother me.
Cool.
But I do have D&D going on.
Sure, no.
So,
no
yeah.
worries. Yeah.
Okay, appreciate it.
And let's everybody roll initiative then. Make sure you click on your token first if you're doing it digitally. And...
Turn order up, please.
Oh yeah, I suppose that would help, wouldn't it?
Ooh, of course. Now I get the natural 20.
Was that your roll for me?
No, that was my roll for Saren. See if it'll let you roll initiative now.
Okay. I'm wondering, Greg, if it has to do with the partial load of my character. Remember when I told you things were going wrong and I deleted the character and tried to reload it? I'm wondering if it has to do with that.
I don't know, because I was able to click on your stealth thing and it worked. I'm not sure why it would.
Since
be
Greg was able to
it.
do it, I'd say probably restart your browser, man.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
I'll go ahead and do it this time for you, though, so we'll see. Hey, look at that. You got a 22
Nice.
on the initiative, so...
Heck yeah.
um,
That's the way it's supposed to be. All right. Let me pop out and do that real quick.
no worries. Do descending. Tick, he will let you go first. We'll just say that now.
I got a 24, just FYI.
Oh, jeez. Okay, well, you're
Yeah.
going first anyway.
Uh-huh.
And I'm last. Again.
Aww.
You do have the opportunity, though, to move up there with them before your turn, because he motioned to you, and this is basically like everybody can prep in action moving into the beginning of this.
Well, hell
combat.
yeah, I'll move up.
Heck yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Tick prepped a
Four.
shot, Zanella hid,
behind
Saren prepped a spell. You can move and do something, too, if you want. Not that you can see anything yet, but...
No, I'm still outside the room.
Yeah. Wait and see if Daniel's restart helps it.
There's the tab. And log in.
As a side note, I don't think I'm really living up to my alert feat.
Oh no.
That is the second time I've been like, what? Something's going on?
Oops. Yeah, fair enough. I suppose Saren would have motioned at you, too. Like, you had
I mean, probably not. I was pretty good ways down the stairs.
Oh, that's true, and you're, shooting
And then I went to
four
retrieve
heads
the
off.
bolts and
Yeah.
shot. Yeah, no, I'm not saying I should have been alerted. I'm just saying it's funny.
Yeah, I'll say that you are about where you are on your initiative, though. We'll say
Sure.
maybe you heard the shuffle of people moving, or you're just on your way back up at this point, and you see everybody's headed this way. So,
Oh, I'm pretty sure the crazy bang make noise stick will let me know where everything is going.
That'll
ain't that
tell
the
you.
truth? Yeah. All right, let's begin. Tick, what would you like to do?
It hasn't made a threatening action against me. I'm holding my turn.
Okay. Zanella?
I would like
Oh wow.
to walk closer.
Okay.
Let me just move myself out of the way. And I go here.
Okay.
And I'm holding my battle axe, great axe, and I use the butt end and I bang it twice on the tile floor. You know that, like you would be announcing someone to come in, kind of get people's attention, kind of a
Sure.
dong dong kind of a thing. I do that.
Okay.
See what happens.
As soon as you do that, it drops the fire poker, which dissipates, rounds on you, and goes... And
Bang,
rolls
bang.
initiative. Yeah, absolutely. Let me roll its initiative just real fast.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't hear that, I'll definitely hear the shots.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Not intelligence, I guess just Dex. Oh, that's right, they have the initiative button. I forgot. Dex is the same thing. Whatever, 18. Good enough. Alright, so, first thing that happens. Tick goes bang bang. Shoot your gun.
21 to hit.
That is a hit.
Yes. They hit for 6 points of damage.
Nice. You see it, this weird, ghostly, corporeal form kind of... And it seems to hurt it, though probably not as much as any living thing you've ever shot before.
Sure.
Anything else? Oh, no, that's right. You resolve
Nope,
your action? Okay.
Nope.
And then Saren's spell goes off. He casts Firebolt.
Does it have cover?
From him?
Yeah, like half cover, I suppose.
Not really. He's kind of stepping out from around it as he does it.
Oh, okay.
I picture him like leaning around the corner, but I mean, in all actuality, he's going to have to finish his movement into that square anyway to cast without invoking cover, and that's a good, very
I
good
just wasn't
point.
really sure how it worked.
Yeah, no, it's a great point.
Zanella's a small creature, so they can share spaces.
That's cool.
Oh, he would've-
and yeah, Dills, let's see. Why did I do that? I didn't need to do that. His spell was just going off. Getting ahead of myself here. Deals some damage to it. Again, seems slightly resistant to the fire that hits it. He just kind of makes a grumpy noise. So that one off. Ash, did you prep a spell? I can't remember.
Yeah. It's a cantrip, but yeah.
Okay. Would you like to cast that now?
I can't see.
Oh, okay. So you can't. You can't. You prepped to cast it if you did see something. I apologize. I said, getting ahead of myself.
But I can't see right now, so.
Right. So yes, top of the initiative, Zanella. The specter turns and screams at you.
It's not actively attacking me, right? Or is it about to?
It definitely seems like it's about to. It changed from being this kind of skeletally thin old woman poking at a fire that isn't there to suddenly, hair flying behind it, its claws are out, and it's coming toward you, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, alright. Well, then I just straight up attack.
Alright. Roll to hit.
And I'm this one here. Let's see, is that going to cause problems again? Yup. So hold on 1 second.
Oh, man.
That's so weird.
Hold on 1 second. It is a D10. Wait, it's a D20 to attack, right?
Correct. D20 to attack plus your proficiency.
1D20. And my attack is strength.
Right.
So
2 plus yours. 2 from your proficiency plus your strength, so plus 5 total. Yeah.
Nice.
That's a hit.
Nice.
Is that hit?
Absolutely, yeah. And your damage looks like
Awesome.
it's 1d10 plus your strength. So 1d10 plus 3.
Yep.
Are you cool with typing it, or would you rather me
For
click
now.
on it since it works for me? Alright, 8 damage. Again, seems reduced. This point, most of you have hit it. It's clear this thing seems to be resistant to most forms of damage. But yeah, do you want to keep typing, or do you want me to go ahead and click? I don't want to take away the fun of it for you, but I'd be happy to click it for sake of ease. It's up to you.
This is fine.
Okay, cool. I will close your character sheet and let you handle that. Zanella, stickety wax it. You hold your ground, or do you move at all? I say stickety wax it, but axity wax it, I guess.
So what does Zanella experience as she swipes through this specter?
It's
What is that
weird
like?
because there's this when the axe connects, there's this thunk that feels. Sorry, I just heard Barton's chat. There's this thunk that feels like you've hit someone, just like you've done before, like your axe is sinking into, for a second, a side of beef, and then all of a sudden there is no resistance, and it's like. It's like you tore through an inch wide steak or something like that. There was nearly enough resistance behind that. What should have been you wrenching your axe back out of your victim turned into the kind of an awkward follow through that you had to, recalibrate for. It's very strange attacking something that's incorporeal. You also have the distinct realization, kind of as this happens, that holy shit, you're fighting a ghost.
Right. Much like on armor, it was kind of crazy to our heads. So yes, I would move here.
All right, close the gap a little bit.
And actually, my intention is to try to force the thing out of the corner. So
Okay.
yes, I move to this spot, but in reality, I want to try to like get
Wedge yourself in
behind
there.
it. You know what I mean? Like I want to try to wedge it out so that it ends up having to move as I come at it.
Sure, yeah. There is a... let's see here.
I don't have a...
Because it's incorporeal, you actually know that you can share a space with it. So you could start kind of hedging your way in there and be, I guess, if you hold Alt when you move yourself, you can not snap to grid. So if you want, you can have you and the Spectre sharing that space, essentially. There you go.
Cool.
I'll have to do some reading on that to see, like... Because normally the rules as written is you cannot occupy the same space as an enemy unless otherwise stated. However, Spectre has something called incorporeal movement, which allows them to move through other creatures and objects as though they were difficult terrain, so it's slightly different.
My halfling movement allows me to move through terrain as well.
Right.
Or move through creatures as well.
Okay, yeah. Yeah,
not
especially
just,
with
not
that...
Not just friendly, but
like enemies as well.
Yeah, if they're bigger.
Does it say anything about you ending your turn in their space? You check on that for me. For now, I'm just going to rule this works, because to me that sounds like perfect storm of, yeah, you're little, it's incorporeal, why not?
Okay.
So then for now, we'll move on to Saren, who will change tack just a little bit. And the firebolt he had cast a moment ago, you see him drop his hands down, and the fire turns bright white. And he just looks up, and through the ceiling, seemingly, just a bright white flame just drops on top of this thing's head. And it has to make a... Boop.
Ow.
Where'd it go? Yeah, flame-like radiance descends on the creature that you can see within range. Must make a dexterity saving throw, or take damage. 1d8 points of damage. Is it 1d8? Yeah, 1d8 points of radiant damage. So, dexterity saving throw.
Sacred Flame?
Oh yeah, Sacred Flame. 1d8 radiant damage. Make sure it doesn't have... Okay, it does not have a weakness to it. However, it does not resist it. So, I need to roll that. Oh, I think I know what happened. Why does it do that? It just gave me like a blank DM says nothing thing. That's very strange.
Mm-hmm.
I did the same thing on y'all's side too, huh?
Yeah.
That's right. Roll 1d8. Is it 1d8 plus charisma? I'm having to do it too. Look at that. Nope, just 1d8 radiant. Okay, so 1d8.
I do not know if I dodged or not.
Oh no, it just drops. It doesn't drop on you. It's directly on the Spectre. And does not seem to pass through it or connect with you in any way, shape, or form. It seems to be targeted, essentially. Because it does say on a creature, not a space. You know, if it said on a space, I would say that you'd need to roll.
Right.
But you don't seem to be harmed by it at all. This thing takes the full brunt of all 6 points, and Saren does just a little yes. The Spectre drops through the floor.
Well, sure.
Just sinks into the floor, and as it does so, wraps its hand around Zanella's ankle.
Uh-oh.
Zanella, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Wait, a what?
Constitution saving throw. So for you, it's just your, it should just be, I think barbarians have con as a, as one that, There it is. That worked. Holy crap. Okay.
Right there.
Yeah. So, your hit point maximum does not reduce, but you do take 10 points of necrotic damage.
Ugh.
Oh man.
Now, for a barbarian, I believe max hit points base is 12. How high is your con?
Yeah. So.
Your con's it's +3. So you've got 15 hit points. You just lost 10, depending on how much you were hurting before.
I am at 3.
Okay.
Ooh.
So the specter just kind of sinks through the floor with a hiss after being hit with this barrage of stuff you were already, and just kind of trails her hand down Zanella's calf ankle as she disappears into the floor. And Zanella, like, you see her knees almost buckle and give out. And it's like you watch as she goes from somebody who is hale and hearty to somebody who hasn't slept in 3 solid days. It's just how she looks right now with that amount. And Zanella, you could swear you saw your hands wrinkle and age in front of you, but that might have just been how much it hurt. Yeah. And let's see. And that will be it for the Spectre, who seems to have disappeared for now. On to Barton.
All right. Well, I run up the stairs to see what was going on.
All right.
Oh. What the hell did we find to shoot at now?
A ghost.
Yes, something incorporeal and very angry.
And you had to piss it off? Oh, hell no.
I believe we
didn't
almost
know
had it
pissing.
routed, but
I
it ran.
didn't do it.
Saren's just like, he looks very on edge. He's looking at the floor at the moment. You know how, like, when you're wading into water, you'll lift your elbows up, just kind of out to your sides a little bit, try and keep them from. It's like he's trying to keep. It's like that. It's like he's almost trying to lift himself off the floor, like.
I noticed that. So it left
Sank into the
And,
floor.
the floor, and kind of hop up and just pull out my short bow, and I'm kind of looking all around, and that'll be my turn. And you better believe I'm already that action
Sure,
to shoot it.
if you see it, for sure.
Yep.
All right, Ash.
Alright, I'm gonna make my way over to Zen.
Okay.
And this is the last one I've got. But I will do a cure light, or a cure wounds
Okay.
on her. For 7 points.
Nice.
Very nice. Almost completely
She's no
undead.
longer supporting her entire weight on her staff.
Right, yeah.
Thank you, Ash.
That was
Thank
my last
you.
heal.
And anything else, Ash?
Um. Yeah, I'm gonna head back out.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. So that's all my movement. I don't have any bonus actions to do at this time.
Alrighty. Tick, to you.
All right. Chick, not being the smartest, the sharpest tool in the pile, will hop up on the bed
Alright.
and ready in action to fire whenever she sees it.
Alright. Zanella.
Thank you.
Is that a fireplace right behind her?
Yes, that's the empty fireplace, yeah.
Okay. Zanella will hobble back out this way, feeling very foolhardy, foolish for having rushed in to tackle a ghost. And just, that's it. Nothing, just, hey, just kind of, okay, that was a bad idea, and move on away.
Okay. So Saren prepares that sacred flame again. You can see him holding this white fire, kind of in weird crackling motes across his forearms and in his hands. And as you move across the room, you notice like this 1.5 to 2 inches of dust. It just kind of like moves in these big waves and motes around your feet and then settles again. So he's holding this action with his back to this door and looking at the floor all around him when the specter's hand comes out from the door behind him, just through the door, and attacks him. And
Which
Saren
one?
takes the one. It's kind of hard to see because of his mini. 1 second. Oops, come on, let me grab the mini, please. Help if I'm on the right layer. All right, that's the one right next
see
to
it.
Yeah, he was like
See it.
perfectly covering it up. But yeah, that was that first door. And hits him. Where did my dice
We're all gonna die.
go? And because he gets his reaction, I suppose, of seeing it. Sorry, I had to pick a die up off the floor. Would he get his reaction? Well, no, because it's coming from behind a closed door.
It's kind of a surprise, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. It does the damage before he can get the spell. Whoops, I didn't mean to delete him. But he goes down.
Ouch.
Would I be able to see him so I could take my shot?
Not
Probably not.
really, because the arm just kind of passed through the door and then stopped.
Okay.
Yeah. Saren is unconscious. Removing his turn makes sense, though. The Spectre has taken their turn. Barton, back to you.
Alright, I suppose, who would I have seen? Any of what transpired? Maybe corner to corner?
Oh, easy. Yeah.
Okay. That being the case, I would like to jump up and perch myself on that banister.
Okay.
Yes.
Make an acrobatics check for me.
Alright.
Yeah, you're fine.
And I will continue a readied action from the banister.
Okay. Not a problem. Ash, back to you.
Because I'm not standing on the floor, I'm not standing near a wall.
Yep.
Does he look like he's at 0?
Saren?
Yeah.
When that
'Cause you said he
ghostly
dropped.
hand, oh yeah, when that ghostly hand basically reached out and caressed the back of his head, you watched as his eyes, the light went out in his eyes for a second. Not like the living light, but the glowing light that had been there for while he was trying to hold that spell. That light goes out, the motes on his hands and forearms flicker and die out, and he just hits his knees and slumped all the way forward. He's kind of covered up by his cloak at the moment. You can't really see any of his skin. He doesn't appear to be breathing, but you're not close enough to tell. You can make, I take that back. You can make a medicine check from here to see if he's breathing.
That would be an 11.
Okay, that's good enough to see if he's breathing. Now I'm going to flip a coin to see if he's breathing. He is breathing.
Okay, so he's not at 0?
He's at 0. He's just unconscious. He's not at... Whatever this thing did to him wasn't, like, negative his constitution score, so he's not dead.
Okay, so I don't have to do a spare the dying.
Correct.
Well,
I take that back. Hang on. A spare the dying would be... Because what that spell does is it restores you to 1 hit point and stops you from having to make death saving throws. He's unconscious. You have no idea if he's stable with your health check. So you might still want to do a spare the dying because he's not dead, so it will work.
Okay. Is the hand still sticking out of the...
Oh, no. Yeah, it receded back into the door. You're not sure where it is.
Okay, yeah, because spare the dying's a bonus action.
Very nice, okay.
Actually... Okay, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I have something called the Circle of Mortality.
Okay.
And it says you restore hit points instead of rolling the dice with healing spells to a creature with 0 hit points.
Correct, but you're out of healing spells, right? Spare the dying
okay,
just...
that's what I wanted to make sure.
Yeah, spare the dying just basically makes it to where the creature succeeds 3 times on their death saving throws, so they don't have to worry about that.
Well, I will cast that spare the dying.
Nice.
On him.
All right. Yeah, you see his ragged and shallow breathing that you could barely see from a few feet away. You see it deepen and steady.
Okay.
And yeah, you kind of like maybe pull his hood back or something to touch his face to cast that, and you see that like his skin looks a little bit withered. Like he looks like he might have aged a little bit. It's hard to tell with ASMR because they age somewhat differently from humans. But he's alive.
Okay, well, once again, feathers would fall over his body.
Nice.
Raven feathers, and then once he's breathing, they'll puff away.
Make a quick perception check. This is just for you. Nobody else will really notice this.
Nat 20.
Holy shit. You notice have you ever played with one of those cardboard boards that has the iron filings on it, and you play with a magnet behind it, and they like stand up and arrange themselves?
I've seen them, but I've never done that.
So something like that. As the feathers are falling, these kind of incorporeal raven queen feathers are falling across his body to do this spare the dying cantrip. Something you've seen happen hundreds of times. Something you've never seen happen is these feathers seem to align themselves in the outlines of massive wings across his back because he's laying stomach down.
Oh, wow.
Massive wings across his back before they dissipate like normal. But it's almost as if they've been magnetized to this weird structure.
Interesting.
Yeah. Anything else?
I'll...
Because as you said, that's just a bonus action.
Yeah, I'll keep my action ready in case the thing decides to stick his arm out. I can poke him with my Yikwa.
Sounds good. All right. Tick to you.
Okay. Alright, I'm all sneezy.
Okay.
Is this a door?
Yes,
Yes.
that's the one the Spectre's hand came through.
Alright. I can't... If he is fallen, is there any way that I can stand in his space?
Absolutely. You can stand over his corpse, that's fine.
Okay. And,
that's actually why I put him on the map later.
okay, good.
And I'm moving the Spectre back, because I didn't realize it would hide its turn until just now, so sorry about that.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Ash and be like, be ready, and, try and open the door and, see if I see him in there.
Oh, shit, yeah. 1 second.
Mm-hmm. I got no time for ghosts.
You open the door, and just you can't even see into the rest of the room. The Spectre is standing right there. Like the door just passes through the Spectre as it swings inward.
Bang!
And it's just like roll to hit.
Yep. That is a 13.
That is a hit.
Alright.
I hate to say, but disadvantage or no?
Oh yeah, ranged. Sorry. Roll again.
Oh shit, you're right. Yeah, let me roll again. Nope, that was my bad.
All good. No, I forgot to. I need to need to do better about learning it for ranged weapons.
Well, that was a 15, so it still hits, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
No, good looking out, Eric. No, I need to make sure I'm true to that, because that's pretty fundamental for ranged weaponry like that.
For 7 damage.
7 damage, very nice.
And I can pokey now?
Do we round up? Yes, because you can see it. Do we round up or down?
I thought it was down.
It's down? Okay.
I think.
Yeah, I
Of
think
course.
you're right. This
Right.
thing
Yeah,
is
yeah,
this
it's
thing
always
is
right
beyond
down.
bloodied and also beyond grievously wounded at this point. Like, its form is fractured and shattered. There is not so much mist. There's not so much form around it as there is more of just kind of its misty remnants.
Dig it with the pointy end, Ash.
Yeah, Ash, go for it.
16.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
Yes. Not max damage, 9.
Very nice, yeah. So yeah,
Nice.
you let me see if it, can you spell the Yikwa for me again? It was YCKWA?
YKLWA.
Just all
YKLWA.
consonants.
Images. I just want to.
Piercing damage.
That's a cool weapon. Hold on. Save image. I'm just gonna throw this up here as a source on my recording, and I'll toss it into Discord here in just a second as well. Give me one moment. Media file. Here we go. Took me a second. All right, so this is the sword on a stick, IMO.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, and then it's kind of like a short sword or a leaf blade on a stick. No, that's the wrong button. Come on, Discord, work with me here. Whoop. All right, in Discord, I have also added that the equa.
Nice.
And yeah, you just kind of spin this thing as Tick throws the door open, and it screeches. Tick shoots it, and you, and it just completely discorporates. And the house is quiet again.
I put my hand on Ash's shoulder and go, "You and me, we make a good team." And then if I can, I'll use my last movement to head into the door.
All right. Now, when you head inside this particular room is a nursery. It contains a large
geez.
crib covered with a hanging black shroud. And you just barely see what looks like a bundle inside.
Fuck off, ghost.
I must not be seeing some stuff. Because are y'all moving around? Is there
Yeah.
rooms opening up?
Yeah, can you
Yeah.
see me do this?
Nada.
Maybe pull out on your map.
Here, let me shift move you. Does that help? What happened to your computer, Dan?
Yeah, I'm all broke.
Oh, geez, happy birthday to you, man.
Right?
Right.
Alright, so, and goodbye. Did it kick me out of the game?
Yep.
Yep.
You just
Yeah.
went boop.
Cool. We're gonna try that, I guess. Yeah, I thought it was weird that I was seeing the action, or I'm hearing the action and not seeing the actual beast.
Like seeing the minis move and stuff like that.
Right. And I'm like, wait, how is she doing this from the bed? I don't see a door. What's going
Oh,
on?
man.
Right. Yeah, that's gotta be. No kidding. That would be confusing. I'm sorry, man.
Oh, there we go. Now it's all legit. Okay.
All right. Cool. Hopefully your roll 20 on your end stopped dying.
Getting water. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. The bundle inside that nursery, does it look like it's moving?
Little bit maybe. It's hard to tell because that veil is weird. It might be playing tricks on you. Like you just saw a ghost. You're hopped up on adrenaline right now. For all you know, like you might have just heard it cry, but you're not really sure.
Man, the player in me wants to wait until Saren's up, but Tick is brash. So I'm going to peek into the nursery, and I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to see if I can see anything else other than what I saw when I just entered.
Mm-mm.
Nothing?
Without moving the shroud, you're really not sure. That's literally the only thing that's in here is like just the crib.
Damn it. Yeah. She's going to pull the covers just like halfways.
Sure.
Kind of like with the front end of her pistol, just kind of move the covers a little bit to see what's under it.
Sure. Yeah, you
Damn
part the shroud, and you can see that there is a baby-sized, tightly wrapped bundle
Oh,
of
fuck
black
that.
blankets laying in the crib.
Aw.
There does not
Oh,
seem to be
Jesus.
any movement now that you're close and can see.
Okay, so she's gonna come to the edge of the doorway and goes, I think there's something in here, and I don't want to touch it. I think it's a baby.
I'll look.
Okay, and I'm gonna back up and be her backup in case it's not a baby or
Sure.
it's a vampire baby.
Alright. Ash, you step into the nursery there.
Yep.
And yeah, you kind of, the shroud's already kind of parted, and you see it looks like a black bundle of blankets, baby sized.
Okay. Well, like unwrapping a mummy,
Oof.
I'm gonna start to part the blankets.
Yeah, it takes you a few minutes because you're being your archaeologist, careful self, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you unwrap and you unwrap and you unwrap and you unwrap and you unwrap, and there's nothing.
Mm-mm.
Odd.
When you picked it up, it had the weight of something. There's nothing.
Nope, don't like that.
Poor child.
So, Barton seems to have calmed down. You heard the death knell of this thing. Saren is still clearly laying on the floor, asleep. Ash and Tick are in there. You heard Tick mention something about possibly a baby. And you,
Alright,
and you are perched on a balcony.
yeah, perched on the banister there.
Banister, yeah.
Okay, I'll stow my short bow, and even though nobody's looking, I would like to do an acrobatic balance beam style dismount
Nice.
Yes.
All right,
off
yeah.
of the banister.
Make me that acrobatics check.
I'd love to.
Yeah, there it is, 16. Easy,
Yeah.
over and done.
Very nice.
And I'll make my way over to where all the commotion is. Kind of poke my head in. See the crib and the baby.
Yep.
And you're just be like, no, I don't. No.
It's nothing. There's nothing here. It's just cloth.
Yeah, you keep that to yourself. Who votes I put some holes in the cloth? I'm just saying.
Aye.
Tell you, I'm gonna look around here. I'm gonna look around here. So I'm gonna poke around this room. Just not even. No, not looking that way.
Yeah, this room appears to be a nursemaid's suite, directly adjoining to this crib, to the little nursery over there. The specter that was just discorporated by your party, was clearly, the remnants of that nursemaid.
Are there any remnants of the specter itself, other than just like
Not that you can see.
ectoplasm?
Yeah, not that you can see. I will say, make a perception check though.
All right.
Nice. the walls in this room were where did it go? I'm sorry. Not the walls, the frame around the mirror was ornately carved to look like ivy and berries, and you notice that hidden among the berries are eyeballs. And as you kind of notice that, there's you're like kind of running your thumb over the carving when you notice that, and you go to like snap your hand back, and your longest two fingers catch behind the frame, and there's a very just cabinet door click as the frame swings forward to reveal a secret door.
Oh, sure.
I know, right? I was like, he's the one poking around in the room. Ash is over there messing with the wraps. As soon as he's like, I'm going to look around this room, I was like, Sarah's going to be mad.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
And yeah, you click, and right in front of you there, let me get on GM info overlay here, layer. Move that up.
Y'all can thank the creepy baby.
Yeah, pretty much. So right in front of you there, again, it snaps weirdly to the grid, but there's a secret door directly in front of you.
Okay.
Let's see, since you technically opened it. Go ahead.
I take my knife and kind of suspiciously poke at the eyeball carvings. Take the dagger and just be like,
Sure. Oh yeah, it's just regular wood. It yields to it, But
making sure, man.
Oh, sure. Absolutely. Yeah, when you swing that mirror open, you notice there's stairs that go up to an attic, it appears, and the secret door from the other side, which you could have possibly accessed from the landing, but yet again, Sarah didn't check the landing for secret doors because we ended with battle, and then we went right into normal doors in that room, and I was like, well.
Damn.
I know, I felt so bad.
Oh, sure you did.
I did, I really did. It was like she's been searching for secret doors in every room that doesn't have them yet.
The right place at the right time.
That's right, that's right.
So, if we want to keep going upstairs, because apparently there's bad things downstairs, surely there couldn't be anything worse upstairs. Who wants to go first?
I'll go. I think I'm the only one uninjured.
So before we proceed there, Zanella while this is all going on, was there anything else that you wanted to do? And I'll just give you, because you can see these are glass doors here. Let me get the dynamic lighting out. This is just a patio up here on the 3rd floor.
Yeah, there's probably a secret door there, too.
Dang.
Sorry about that.
Where's...
Not your problem.
Daniel,
What are you
did you
gonna
hear
do,
my
Barney?
question earlier? Was there anything that you wanted to do while all that was going on?
I did, and I was thinking about it.
Okay, sorry. I just wanted to make sure.
I was kind of like debating whether or not I needed to sit on the edge of the bed and kind of recover.
Fair enough.
So that's what I'm gonna do.
Nice.
Is sit on the edge of the bed and just recover, because I feel like part of my life has been taken from me.
Yeah,
That is an experience one does not go through lightly.
yeah. And like, even though, like, because you made your Constitution save by a long shot, and if you hadn't, you get the feeling that health drain it did to you might have been permanent. You just know that your own inner constitution and your strength, your inner resolve, not even force of will, but just your physical resolve, is what held that at bay. And so yeah, that was a brush with literally changing who you were. That's understandable. Zanella popped a squat on the bed and is like,
Exactly.
probably a little more pale than normal, shaking kind of thing. It's at this point there's kind of a grunt from the now semi-conscious Saren, he's still technically at 0 hit points, so he's at that, like, in and out. And you just kind of hear him go, what happened? And then back to just completely unconscious.
Right, and so like Zanella is saying all that in addition to being like, okay, that dude got touched in the head. This is not cool.
Wow.
Yeah, he's touched in the head already.
Well, do we want to take a short rest here? Or do you think it's safe enough?
Do you get spells back in a short rest?
Nope.
Not unless you're a wizard. And even then, not this early.
Okay. It's up to you guys.
These are stairs up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Not stairs down.
correct.
How hard is it to find the damn basement?
The only other door you haven't explored, because I feel bad not pointing it out, is this one here. Given the layout, you think it might be like a broom closet, but... What?
Look at Discord.
Yeah.
Oh, gods, yeah. Hold on, I gotta... Let me save the thing. Open original. Why will it not let me save the picture? Discord, you jerk.
Really? It won't let you save it?
Did you click open original?
Yeah, I did. It didn't
Because
open
when
it.
you click open original, it should open it in your browser, and then you just right click. Save
I had to
as.
like copy the link that time. For some reason, it would not open the original in my browser. I guess Roll20 is just soaking up all the everything.
I'm sorry, the whole discussion of it feels like I've had so many times of my life sucked away. I'm thinking, oh my god, I've got to do this.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, seeing as we have a fallen party member, I would be more than happy to keep watch if we wanted to take a short or a long rest to make sure
Yeah,
this doesn't happen again.
yeah, we can rest, and I'm going to be. Does that little side table near the bed look like it'll support my weight?
Oh, sure.
Excellent. I'm going to move that to the center of the room and stand on it.
All right.
Tick is going to carry Saren to the bed
Okay.
and set him on the bed opposite Zanella, and then she's going to stand watch outside the door.
Sounds good. And let's see. If your short rest passes uneventfully. It does! Congrats.
Hey.
If you'd like to spend your hit die to regain your hit points, I will say, since we're at level 1, you do not have to roll it. You may have your max hit points back from the short rest.
Yay.
Don't get used to it.
Yay.
I wasn't wounded.
But you do not have your hit die to use, and now you're waiting for a long rest.
Yeah. I need one for spells.
Mhm.
So does Saren, who wakes up and he's like, I really don't want to get out of this bed right now, but I also really want to get out of this house. So, thank you for making sure I didn't die. I'm assuming you destroyed that thing.
Yes.
Yep.
Good. He also had to use just a quick meta thing, one of his favored soul abilities, from being a divine soul sorcerer, favored soul sorcerer rather, is he had to use his only favored by the gods ability, which allowed him to add 2d4 to his saving throw and not have his hit point maximum reduced by 8, which would have put him at a -1.
Oh, that would be super dead.
Yep, and then he would have gotten up
Yeah.
as a specter and killed all of you.
Oh.
I think. So yeah, that got really lucky, but he explains, I am tapped out. I have my cantrips, which that sacred flame was useful, and I'll be sticking to that from now on, but beyond that, I'm not of much use to anyone right now.
Would you like my spare dagger?
Oh, I've always got one of those, but thank you, because he actually points, he's got a dagger in his boot.
Good man.
He nods.
Tick's gonna point to Barton and be like, the sneaky one found a door.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I take a bit of a bow at the notion.
Tell you what, because we are so close to this, no, actually, sorry, I was, again, getting ahead of myself. This is the point where I, as the DM, will quick meta and tell you, you've reached the attic. Everybody, let's go up to level 2.
Yay!
Hey, hey.
And,
I was just getting ready to ask if Sinella was okay, but I see she's already made her way up there.
yes, and with level 2, I'm sticking with my normal ding heals. It's back to level, so full HP, full MP, everybody gets their spells back. It is 10:47. Does anybody have any hard, I have got to go to bed at this time tonight, or I've got to be done at 11 or 11:30?
Mm-mm.
I'm all good.
I would like 11:30 at the latest,
You
if
got
that's
it.
okay.
I think we can do that, no problem. So, let's take a very quick... Is everybody just pretty much ready
Yeah,
for level
Never
2?
mind.
Oh, I'd like to finish this level, and there's that one door
I mean,
before
sure.
we go upstairs. Let's just make sure we're not leaving anything behind us.
That's fine. But you can level first. You found the secret door that got you to the attic. You have access to the
Okay.
attic. You can level first before looking at that other door if you like.
Okay.
But if everybody's ready for that, let me take just a quick 5-minute break since we're going to stretch through to 11:30, and then we'll get right back to it. Alright, we're back from the break. We are at level 2. And since we're out of initiative, let's start on the left-hand side. And, I almost said Kelvin. Barton, what are you up to?
Yep. Satisfied that nothing's going to jump out at me at present. I want to peek at these balcony doors here.
Sure. Okay. The balcony to the house. I had to refresh my browser too, so I have to reopen my little sub windows. 15. Yeah, the that balcony area, you can tell it just kind of overlooks the front of the house, and it's completely empty. It just has a really simple deck to stand on with a kind of rickety-looking guardrail around it, and it's weird because you should be able to see the street, but the mist is in this strange cubed walled off formation around the edge of this balcony. And again, like, you could walk around and it would be foggy out there within the confines of the balcony itself, but just outside it's like you're in the middle of a cloud right now.
Yeah, that's creepy. I'm gonna poke around the bed because I want to say a bed in the other room was where I found a little pouch of gold hidden away. And
Okay.
so I will poke around in the same fashion.
Sure.
May I ask a question?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you shut the doors?
I don't think he went outside. Were you just looking through the glass?
Are you kidding me? I didn't even
Oh
open
no.
the
Okay,
door.
I thought you opened them. My apologies.
Not no, but hell no.
Okay.
There
Thank
is.
Mm.
It's hard to see with the current lighting, but you can kind of see it if I scoot you. There's actually a window from the crib out here, but not an actual door from the nursery in there. So, but yeah, you kind of search through the bed. Saren had just been basically unconscious the entire rest and gets up and feels much better. But you search through the bed and yeah, make a perception check for me.
Okay.
Or I suppose investigation would make more sense here, wouldn't it?
Probably so.
Yeah, let's go investigation. And to do some reading on the philosophies behind those two.
There's your investigation.
Bullshit.
Wow.
With a thorough searching, you find, unfortunately, nothing. But you do feel that you have searched thoroughly. Let's see here.
Yeah. You know, when anyone looks at me when I'm doing all this, I'm like, what? Turn down service. It's something that I offer.
Yeah, Saren might have, raised an eyebrow at you, but he just kind of chuckles and stands up, stretches, and he says, this is going to sound strange, but I think I've remembered a new spell that will be a little bit more helpful. I've learned Healing Word. Just for quick meta speak, that's the spell I picked up on this level.
Nice.
A little help.
Yay.
Yeah, right.
Yep. I took another cure.
Yeah, that'll do it for you then. And Ash, what are you up to? You said you wanted to inspect that one other door, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't like leaving things behind me.
Sure. That makes sense. Let me get my dynamic lighting here. Dusty shelves line the walls of this room. A few of the shelves have some folded sheets, blankets, old bars of soap sitting on them. Cobweb-covered broom leans against the far wall.
Okay. I am not even... Oh, hell with it. I'll check it for secret doors. Well...
I don't blame you. I don't blame you one bit.
It's part of her character thing. She always likes to look for secret doors.
For sure. So you come in and you're kind of rifling around and checking to see if there's any seams in the gaps in the drywall or anything like that.
Yeah.
And you're about to check the far northern wall, the far one to the left, that the broom is leaning against. And you notice that the dust pattern... actually, let's see if you do notice it. Roll a perception check.
Perception. 19.
Nice. There is no secret door in this room. However, you notice that the dust pattern that should be around this broom is off by like 2 inches. Like, the way that it's resting up against the wall, there should be a bar, a diagonal bar, like from the, from the wall down to the floor, just where dust didn't fall because it rested on the broom. It's about 2 inches to the left of where it should be. Maybe, as a matter of fact, with a 19 on perception, it's 2 inches to the left of where it was when you walked in.
It moved.
And as you are kind of side-eyeing it, you notice this thing is... Vibrating's almost the wrong word to give it. It's like shaking with anticipation.
Well,
and you get the distinct impression this thing might be animated like the suit of armor you fought earlier.
I'm going to try and grab it.
All right. Make an attack roll.
Yes.
19.
All right. You grab it. And it immediately spins in your hand and hits you on the forehead. Like, it doesn't get out of your hand. It tries to, but it's more focused on attacking you. It just...
Yeah, I guess I have it grappled, right?
You do. And so it attacks with disadvantage. And let's see, it has a plus that.
They're all going to hear her call, "Bad broom, bad broom."
Yeah, you kind of hear the distinct sound. I mean, there's no mistaking. All of you have heard it because you've all been around inns and stuff like that. And, some innkeeper or somebody whacking somebody with a broom and chasing them out, You hear the distinct sound of all of those straws just whack, whack. And it actually only hits once. I apologize. I'm trying to to give too much of a scare. With disadvantage, the low roll is actually a 15 plus of that, so I'm assuming a 20 hits.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And it does 1d4 plus 3. Oh my god. So it does max bludgeoning damage. Oh my god.
7?
This thing hits you for 7 damage across the face. Yeah.
Thank God I just got 7 hit points, right?
You're back to level 1. No.
Man, that broom hit you so hard, it knocked you clean into level 1.
Right?
Clean. I suppose roll initiative.
Wait, did you just have a brush with death?
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
Shit again. Oh. I just cannot roll initiative worth crap.
And here I am again, no idea what's going on. I must be sweeping on the job.
Wow.
Oh, God.
I love this group. What was I trying to open it?
I thought it might be like a flying broom or something.
It's, you know what's funny? It says right on the broom of animated attack, often mistaken for a broom of flying.
That's amazing.
Isn't it? Yeah, I love it. And I was like, as soon as she said that, I was like, oh, very nice. But, well, we'll have you, that's more Arcana check stuff, but we'll get into that later. There's the button I was looking for. Okay. Everybody got their initiatives in?
Oh, sorry. That was me.
Oh, no
It'd
worries.
probably help if I did that. Haha.
Oh, nice. So Tick or Zanella and Barton will be deciding who goes first. We'll say well, probably not Zanella because she's going upstairs.
I rolled a 21. Sorry.
Oh, yours is a 21, not a 24? Okay.
Yeah, 24 was last time.
Also, my 22 was last time as well. I rolled a 14, but I forgot to select my picture.
Ah, that's alright. I do that all the time. Alright, now is everybody's in.
Yep.
Okay. So, Barton, since you don't know what's going on, what would you like to be doing?
Well, I'm still just kind of poking around the room.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, I mean, you
being
do
thorough,
hear
looking
the
for-
smack, or the smack, and ah!
Oh.
Well,
Suppose.
she's calling out, bad broom, bad broom.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
What you gonna do
What in the
when they
nine
sweep
hells
over
is
you?
going on now? I've abandoned all pretense of being quiet. You know, it's
Of
like,
course.
what the hell's the point? Okay, so I'll round the corner there and see her wrestling with a broom.
Yeah. It's a stop hitting yourself kind of looking
I was
situation.
100% about to say that. Why are you hitting yourself with a broom?
It's not me.
Nine hells.
Kill it.
All right. I'm gonna shoot it. Unless I can stab it from where I am. It really depends on where the broom is versus...
Technically, it's, I guess, in her space. Either way, you're probably, because you're attacking into a grapple, well, she's grappling it. So it would be at disadvantage in making attacks. But other people making attacks against it would be at advantage. So, yeah, you can stab it from where you're at. It's technically in the same space as her, because it's so
Alright.
small. It's just a broom, you know.
Good deal. Well, it is definitely shank time.
Yep.
Alright, let's see. Go with dagger. You said then we got advantage, so yeah.
Alright,
It's just
10.
a broom.
It is just a broom, but it's small and fast, and it misses.
Yeah. All right, I will. Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna stay there.
Okay. Tick.
When I hear the broom going on, or the goings on with the broom, Nothing really I can do. I mean, I guess I could try and move between those two right over here, if that's okay. And try to grapple the broom out of her hands.
Oh, like try and take it from her?
Yeah, try and take it.
Strength athletics versus her strength athletics versus the broom's strength athletics. Let's see what happens.
Oh, good lord.
Oh, this is going to be
Athletics,
fun.
This is going to be adorable.
Oh, this is going to be great.
An 8!
5.
Broom got a 4.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
come
Tick's got the
on.
broom. I shit you not, the broom got a 4. Went from a really cool battle to like, all right, now we're Larry Merle and Co. Let's go with
Yeah,
that.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I don't know if that's like considered an action or if I could use a bonus action to try to break the broom over my knee.
Well, that would be an action to try and break it. So there's an action to grab it.
Okay.
But you'll have to wait till next turn to try and actually physically break it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just like, here, give me this thing, give me it.
Yeah.
She was giving it up. You
Yeah, I was
rolled
just hard
higher.
to
It's
do,
like,
so.
here you.
So, like, because
Sorry.
he can't see it either. It's okay. Because he can't see it either. He literally just echoes Barton as he steps in a straight line through the secret doors and goes, "What in the 9 hells is going on now?" And looks into this broom closet where this broom is just like, it's just all over. It's knocking the few bars of soap off of the shelves. The sheets are like half on Ash's face. It's just total chaos has erupted in this fucking broom closet now. And he's like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" And he lifts his hands.
I know,
just like,
right?
he lifts his hands and he goes, "Just don't flinch," and casts magic missile at it.
Oh my
Which
god.
doesn't really matter if you flinch or not. It's unerring. That's the beauty of magic missile. He rolls minimum
Oh my
damage.
god.
He rolls all of 6 points of damage on the broom. Oh my god.
This is one enchanted fucking broom. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get on the right later here. I gotta. He was on the areas layer token. I was like, why is he not visible? Add turn. And I never did roll its initiative.
Oh, shit.
Oh. Okay.
That's all right. It got its thing in, so we'll just we'll put it technically before Tick. So Saren casts his spell, sighs and face palms at himself. So Zanella, you hear this all going on from below you. You're almost like your head was just about to peek up into the attic, and all this shit broke loose, and you're just like,
I look down and I roll my eyes and I go up into the attic.
No, don't split the party.
All right. Let me move my turn order here so you show up in the same place. I'm gonna grab your mini and move you to where you end up.
Oh, he grabbed me.
All right, and you went to the right, so I'm gonna shift click on Zanella real quick, and y'all can move back manually. So you go up into the attic. You've still got, I will say, since you were at the top, which is the same place you are now, you have all of your movement.
Okay.
And in front of you, there's just another door, it seems. And if you open that one, let's see. This actually might be...
I don't really know what action to use to say I open the door, but that's what I do.
That's
Flash,
cool. Yeah.
open the door. But hold on, I guess I need to do this. Yay! I will totally take a die roll to increase my health total.
Holy
level
shit!
2.
You rolled max as
Yay.
well. That's awesome.
Way to barbarian that die.
No
Nice.
kidding. Dynamic lighting layer here. This door appears to open up to another landing. This bare hall is choked with dust and cobwebs. If the downstairs landing was like, oh, it's dusty, this is even worse. You can see there's a couple of doors. There's one here, one immediately to the below that, to the west of that. There's one down here, and then there is also one right here, which you can see from here is chained and locked shut with a padlock. Big iron padlock.
Wait, which one is locked shut?
This one here. There's like a dot in the middle of it, and that shows that it's locked.
That one.
Yeah. Yep.
Ah.
You've moved 1, 2, and we'd say 3 spaces. So.
I ponder the room.
And that's it?
And that's it.
Okay. So you get up there and you're like, ooh, more doors. Ash, you're being slapped in the face by a broom! Or, well, you were. Now the broom is kind of flailing all around this hallway. It's crazy.
Alright, can I cast a spell at it?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I'm casting Toll of the Dead. And it's got to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Which book is Toll the Dead in? Doesn't that have to be done
It's
to a dying
in
creature?
Xanathar's.
Yeah, it's a cantrip. It's one of those where if it's damaged, it does a higher
Oh,
die. And
Yeah.
if it's not, it does a lower die.
gotcha.
Yeah.
What's the saving throw it needs to make?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Ooh. Wow. What's your DC?
13.
It just barely beat it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm serious. Look, I got a 14.
Hmm.
That's crazy. Let me see.
Oh, I can't see it. It must not be a
It's a good thing it's a cantrip. It doesn't go away. Oh, did it whisper it? No, because it showed up
No,
on...
I saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
1d20
Damn it.
plus... What? You know what's crazy? It has a minus. Yeah, it rolled a 17. It has a minus 3 to
God.
its wisdom, so it just rolled really, really well. But...
Man, oh man, oh man. I'm just having no luck with my cantrips.
Anything else?
I think that was an action.
And you don't have bonus
Yep.
actions yet, right?
No, but they're spells, so, you know.
Yeah, true, yeah.
Yeah,
Next time, put them in jars. They'll preserve better.
I'll remember that.
Barton.
All right. Frustrated at missing it this last time.
Mhm.
You know, I got the dagger in one hand. At the flick of the wrist, I fling it to the floor, and I pull my short sword off my belt and go, all right, y'all better duck.
All right.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So, well, I guess the real question, whose space is it in presently? Or is it in that corner space?
It's
or-
in Tick
It's in
is in the
Tick's
corner
space. I
space
accidentally...
with her.
Yeah, I accidentally moved her up into the bathroom, but Tick and the broom are
Alright.
in the same spot.
All right, well, in that case, I can't really get it from here, and it'd be just as fine to shoot at it. But it'll have cover, so I'm gonna shoot at it.
Okay.
Okay. Don't miss.
Yeah, here's hoping. Let's see.
13. Nope.
Oh, jeez.
Sticks into the wall behind Tick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This thing
Cursed
is...
thing keeps moving.
Yeah, it's flailing around like crazy.
Hmm.
And it's
He's
not...
holding it like, I'm trying to stabilize it.
It's going to simply make its multi-attack at Tick.
Okay.
I'm guessing that a... Hold on, where did the... Well, that might hit. Does a 15 hit?
Nope.
Nice, okay. And that's less, so that doesn't hit for sure. Okay, it misses, and... Let me me see. Okay, I just realized that there's actually a rule for this. So, make your strength athletics if you like, strength athletics check. It's going to make a dexterity check. As
17.
Well, you win.
Nice.
By 1. It rolled a 13 and has a +3. So it tries to dart out of your hands and just does not.
Okay. I'm gonna try to take it both in my hands and again try to snap it on my knee, but I'm not sure how that would work.
This is just going to be basically a strength damage roll. I would say like an improvised weapon.
Okay.
So no proficiency.
Okay.
And like if this were an unanimated stick, I would give you proficiency, but because it's animated, it's like struggling and resisting. And you're just trying to snap it over your knee like you normally would, so you can do 1d4 damage to it.
Okay.
Plus your strength mod, I apologize.
Huh, what strength mod?
Fair.
So, do I need to roll to hit it again?
You do.
Or... Okay,
you'll have
just wanna make
advantage
sure.
though, since you've already got it.
Okay, well that was an 18,
Nice.
and that was an 8. So yeah, does an 18 hit?
Absolutely.
Okay. For 2 damage.
Nice. You hear it kind of crack somewhere inside, but you can't see any damage done really to it yet. This thing's still going strong.
Okay, I kind of hold it out, and I'm like, somebody take care of this thing, like, struggling it with my hands and everything, and hold it out to the party.
You like hold it out and up, and Saren cracks his knuckles and raises his hands up a little bit to try and get a better vantage point, and does the same arcane movements and sends the magic missiles your way again.
Mm.
He goes, another first level spell slot for a fucking broom. And it's 3 and 4 is 7 and 4 more is 11. And yeah, as those 3 bolts hit it, it just discorporates into splinters in your hands. And the splinters kind of do the Fantasia twitch to try and stand up, but lay back down and just go completely inert.
I spend an action peeling out splinters from my hands.
I'll help her.
Yeah, they don't really do any damage to you, just kind of...
Yeah.
Obnoxious at worst, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys.
That happened. No, don't be sorry for curiosity.
Yeah.
Only the cat.
This is an adventure after all, and we are adventurers, even if we're not really a fan of where we're at the moment.
Yeah. And no one could have seen that coming. The armor got the jump on us all, so...
Alright, well, there's a secret door that we need to explore.
Where's Zen?
Saren's like, oh, she kept going upstairs. Come on.
Secret door?
Oh no.
He's like,
Secret door?
He's like, yeah, there was one behind the mirror in here while you were looking at the crib.
What the?
Barton found it.
I found another secret door. It's kind of my thing.
Yeah, Sarah's just like, just kind of in passing, and just kind of like, no, and just like walks up the stairs. Like, I think it's kind of adorable how the whole party is just like, oh yeah, secret doors. Isn't that your thing, Ash?
Wrong place, wrong time.
All right, so since we're back out of initiative, Saren a few minutes later comes up and he, shaking magical energy off of his hands and looks at Zanella and he goes, "Oh, a padlock. All right then." And then I suppose since we're out of initiative, like I said, we'll go to Barton. You first. We're closing in on it's 11:30, so we'll do one round all the way through our portraits and we'll call it good there.
Yeah. I'll search this broom closet.
Sure. You find old soap and sheets and splinters of a no longer animated broom, but unfortunately
Yeah,
nothing else.
Not
I tell you,
interested anymore.
I make it a point, and I'm not joking. I want you to know this.
Okay.
I make it a point to stab anything of, like, anything of reason. I would say medium size,
Okay.
because I don't want anything else animating on my ass.
So you stab like the big blanket that's folded up in the corner, and
Yep.
you're like, I ain't getting strangled by you.
Yeah, no, it's a quick casual stab to things as
Okay.
it's like, as you're going through. It's like, just because I figure if it's got a stab hole in it, we already know it's not coming alive.
It's a pretty good litmus
Nice.
test, I suppose. Yeah.
Or if I stab it and it comes alive, then it's not sneaking up on me.
That too.
Right?
Yeah, and it's like, and I just gotta check everything else in this closet.
Yeah, everything comes up clean in the closet.
Because, I mean, that's like two animated things within 10 feet of each other.
Absolutely.
I'm not having it.
Absolutely. I hadn't even really considered the proximity, but that's very true.
Yeah. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I don't know magic. This is just a zone where shit comes alive.
Right?
All right, Ash, how about you?
Well, while he's stabbing things, I've had done with this closet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out and secret door, and somebody will have to show me where it is.
Oh, you'll see it almost immediately. Yeah, when you come out of the closet.
And I'll head up the stairs after.
Yeah. You see
The
this
others.
one that's on this side, and you're like, okay, I forgive myself for missing that one because an animated suit of armor was trying to kill me. Otherwise, I might have seen it just myself, because you like close the door and look at it and you're like, that seam is really obvious. That was the one that I was like, I can't wait to let her see this. And then I was like, oh yeah, the suit.
We're in combat, yeah.
And then, yeah, the other one, you're like, behind a mirror? That is so unoriginal.
Right?
It was really obvious, or so it would seem.
Oh.
So yeah, she'll head up the stairs
Okay,
with the others.
I'll move you over here to this other map.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, I'm blocking your squares.
You're alright.
No, it's okay. We can move around you.
Barton's in here
We
stabbing.
can move through you.
True.
Very, very true. Just step over. Boom.
Anything upstairs that you wanted to immediately check out, Ash?
Well, if I see that locked door,
Mm-hmm.
I wanna check for traps. Would that be perception?
Absolutely.
I would like to check for traps. And I rolled a 12.
You see no traps.
Okay.
And you're checking the specifically the locked door, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Maybe I should look for secret doors while I'm up here.
That's a good idea. Oh, I was waiting for you to roll another perception.
Oh, sorry.
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 It's the end of the night, starting to space out a little bit.
16.
All right. You're almost certain there are no secret doors in this room.
Of course not.
No.
I'll
Yeah.
find one eventually.
Right? All right. Zanella, you've been pondering these doors and this little tiny window here.
Right, looking out the window. As I see everybody come up the stairs behind me and come into this room, I wonder, should we break these chains and go into this door? Out loud. I wonder that out loud.
Oh,
Sorry.
gotcha.
Oh, I don't see
Saren,
why not.
Saren kind of tilts his head and he's like, I mean, I don't see why not, but I mean, I realize we're not really worried about making noise anymore, but if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure Tick picked up the key that matches that lock. It's the one in the
Oh.
desk
Oh,
downstairs,
did
right?
she?
Well,
Wasn't
Yeah.
it
wait
Tick?
for her to come up here and open the doors then.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, we'll peek in these doors.
Okay.
You got a way to tick?
Nice. Dynamic lighting. Door above you or below you first? Above. Right.
Is it really above or in front?
Yeah, to your,
No.
I suppose, east.
To the
So this web-filled room contains a singular slender bed, a nightstand, a rocking chair, an empty wardrobe, and a small iron stove. But other than that, you don't see anything else in here.
He
And then
Peeks
these are
in, looks around.
windows out here.
Huh. Okay. And then turns around and goes to this one.
Sure. This dusty chamber is packed with what you assume is old furniture, all draped in dusty white sheets. Near an iron stove, let's see here. Well, see, I love how that's worded, and because it's not in italics, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to start that sentence. Bear with me. So there's an iron stove, which is right here.
Got it. That's what it looks like.
And then let's see here. I guess it's just a wood stove. Looks like it's just for heating the room. It doesn't really give me a description. So I would assume it was just for this is part of the heating the room and heating the house, because you are up in the attic. There's no fancy carvings on the walls up here. This is all very plain wood paneling.
I kind of look at these furniture pieces, things that are covered up, and see if I can figure out what they are,
Sure.
or can I tell?
Chairs, coat racks, standing mirrors, dress mannequins, and the like. And when you go to pull, we'll say here, if I can get on the right layer. When you're over here and you're pulling the sheet off of like this one, I'd assume fourth, maybe fifth one that you get to.
Yeah, I would totally go for that squarish one.
Yeah. I will be right back to you and we'll tell you what's in there. Tick, you are last, technically. So let's see, what would you like to do after the battle with the broom?
I'll just start making my way up the stairs.
Okay.
To this area and just kind of look around. And this is a window?
Yeah, let me get that
Okay.
dynamic lighting bar out of there. But yeah, that's just a window.
Well then I would come over this way and check out this door.
That one below there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is almost an exact copy of the first room that Zen found earlier. It's just dust-choked as well, slender bed, nightstand, small iron stove. This one's actually got a writing desk with a stool, little empty wardrobe, a rocking chair. There's I think it's actually in the northern window box, so that right here. There is a smiling doll in a lacy yellow dress sitting in the northern window box, cobwebs draping on it like a wedding veil. Blah, blah, blah.
Great.
Well, Tick is gonna see that creepy doll and just shake her head and take a step back out and just kind of be like, what are we waiting for? Why don't we go in that door?
So, Zanella, you pull the sheet off of this trunk, and it's just a big wooden steamer trunk. It's like easily 4 feet long, 4 feet tall, 3 feet deep. This thing's massive.
Nice.
And unlocked, from what you can tell.
Cool. I look in it.
Okay. And you creak open this lid, and very obviously wrapped in just a bloody sheet is the body of what appears to be the family's nursemaid. Just desiccated and practically mummified.
Jesus.
And that is where we will stop for tonight.